What's up, y'all? We're back with another episode of Raw Roundtable. This week's guest is my friend Faith. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Faith. I'm 20. I go to UNLV. I'm a social work major in my third year. Can't wait for this to be over. But yeah, that's me. I live in Vegas. Yeah,
Born and raised. You were born and
basically.
raised here, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I lived in
I be
Atlanta for like a
forgetting you
year and a
did
half.
move to Atlanta, but
Yeah,
I be
but
like,
like
okay, you just moved.
I don't want to remember that. I didn't like it there, so I just.
At all? Like not even nothing? Like a little bit?
I liked the trees were pretty, and like we don't get that here when
Mm-hmm.
like they change seasons and stuff, and that was nice. But like, yeah, I
That's
think
true.
it's
I
just
did
where we
like
live.
season.
Yeah.
That's true. I did like that I was able to see things out there. Like you can't go outside in Vegas and just be like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Versus like out there. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna hop into the questions. The first
Okay.
question is, what is something that's been you for as long as you can remember?
Um, I've always like a lot of things. Have always been me. If I have to say one thing, I've always been an introvert. I've always been like kind of to myself and reserved. When I was younger, I would say I was shy. I don't think I'm shy anymore. My family would still say I'm shy, but I'm not. I don't care what they say. But yeah, I've always been just quiet and just I'm quiet until I'm not. I feel like my family would be like, no, she is not quiet. But yeah, that's always been me. I've always
Of
like I
course,
know
you're
with
not
mental
quiet
health
at
it's like,
home.
oh no. You like mental health is like a big thing right now, and like people like always prioritize self care and all that stuff. Since
Mm-hmm.
I was a toddler, I always knew like I need to be by myself. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. I need this moment, or like I'm just gonna go off on everybody, and it's not gonna be good. So just
Well,
yeah, that's
that's
always
good that you know that from a young age, because I feel like I've
yeah,
had to have moments where I didn't want to be somewhere no more.
yeah,
For me to be like, okay, you need to be by yourself sometime. Now I have
yeah.
no problem being by myself. Do
It
you
was
still
like,
say you're introverted now, though?
oh, absolutely, yeah,
Still?
100%. Like probably too introverted. But I think my mom's an introvert too, so she like understood that, and so like as my parent, she was able to like parent me and like know like, oh, she's okay, she just needs time alone, like
Yeah.
she's fine. Everybody, yeah,
Well, that's good because some black parents be like, if you don't speak, if you don't go over there, and like they just be making you
mm-hmm.
force you in a situation. But that's
Yeah, no,
good that she was able to say like, no, she good,
yeah,
leave her alone.
yeah. She knows me. She like I had to speak and say hi, but she didn't make me go hug anybody. I didn't have to do that. I had to say hi, and then after that, leave me alone.
You
Yeah,
good? Yeah,
yeah.
black. We have to go give people hugs. Go say hi. Mm,
No,
mm-mm.
that's one thing with my kids. Like, you do not gotta give anybody a hug. You don't want to. You gonna have to speak, say hi, but you don't have to touch
But that's
anybody.
it.
Yeah,
Don't gotta give nobody a hug. That's actually good. That's good boundaries that
very
more people
good.
need to learn for sure. For sure. Are your brother and sister the same way?
Um, I would say they're introverted, but not as much as me. I feel like because my mom is an introvert, they kind of have some of that, but not
Mm-hmm.
really as much. We're all kind of socially awkward a little bit, and we have to like force ourselves to like go talk to people and like say hi and stuff. But they're not as bad as me, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could definitely say. I feel like if anybody, Joy is more like out
Oh,
there than
she's
Mark
a
always
social
seemed like
butterfly.
to himself.
Yeah, he's kind of to himself, but like he's real personable. Like he'll go and talk to people probably more than me. Like now that I'm older, I've forced myself to talk to people.
To talk to people.
Yeah, even like I can be comfortable with you and everything. I just don't want to talk. But like I force myself to talk. He would just after he's been around for you a cool little second, he'll just talk to you, talk your ear off. But yeah,
Talk to you.
yeah. But he said some good stuff. Yeah, let me not.
That's
I'm trying to let me
good.
cover that up. I don't want him mad at me. He
He's
don't
like, Dave, why would
he
you
don't
say
talk
that?
yourself. You don't do that.
But that's interesting. That's interesting that
Yeah.
you're still that. Like, it's being you and you're still that. So that's interesting. The second question is, what do you love about you?
Um, I love, so I don't think this was always the case, but I love that like I am me and comfortable in my own skin. I wouldn't say like I was necessarily like super uncomfortable and like insecure, but I think now I'm like sure of myself. And like I'm sure of like what I don't know about myself. Like I'm still continuing to get to like know myself, but like I think I'm sure that like I'm Faith. I mean, I don't have to do what everybody else does. I don't like that. I'm just gonna be me and do my own thing. And so yeah, I think that answered your question. I don't remember what you said.
No, it
Sorry.
did. It did. Like, what do you love about you? I
Yeah.
mean, knowing that you're you, I think, because I would say I know me to an extent, but sometimes
Mhm.
I be like, maybe I don't know me.
Yeah.
So to
Yeah.
be comfortable also with not knowing what you don't know about you for
Yeah.
like
For
when you're
sure.
younger.
For sure.
I think that's like that's good. That's really really good to know what you
Yeah.
don't know and be okay with it. Because some
Yeah.
people still try to cover up what they don't know. Like I know me, and like to know you don't know, but to know also like already what you don't like to do. That's
Yeah.
good too. I was just talking to somebody about that today, about just peer pressure, like knowing that you, like she was saying, she doesn't like to really go out. And she was
Mhm.
like, so when people ask me to go out, and I'm just like, I already know I don't want to do that, but I also don't know what I want to do, like to hang out, but give me time
Yeah.
to think about it.
That's me. I'm
So,
that person. I don't know who you're talking to, but that's me.
yes, it's. I feel like it's harder now, especially like I be trying to take God more seriously, and you just read stuff and it convict you, and it's like, okay, man, I
Yeah.
convict that person, but also no, I don't want to do that. But you also probably don't want to do what I want to do. So
Yeah.
that'd be my hard place. Boundaries with certain people. I'm like, well, maybe we just shouldn't hang out.
Yeah. I just already know. People be asking me, or like, I just think in my head, uh, like, I love you. You're a cool person, but like, I'm
Mm-mm.
not the average 20-year-old. I don't like going out. I'm not going to smoke with you. I'm not going to drink with you. So it's just like, but I'm down for a game night. You want to have a game night? Let's do it. That would be fun. But
Exactly.
yeah.
It's like little stuff that people don't do. A lot of people don't know how to have fun without smoking and drinking now. So it's like they make the world boring. Little do they know, but that's on
Yeah.
them.
I just saw a TikTok about that. It was so funny. He was like, "You don't smoke," and he was like, "No, you don't drink." He was like, "No." He's like, "What do you do then?" He was like, "What you mean? Like,
I
there's
live.
so much in the world to do. Like, come on now."
It's so much to do, and people literally that's all people do. So if you
Yeah,
don't do one of those two things, you're the strange one. But let me
yeah.
be strange. I don't care.
And I
I'll be
like that
strange for
about
you.
myself. That like, as I'm like growing into me and becoming like an adult, I know, like for the most part, I know what I don't like and what I'm not going to do, and I'm not about to be keeping up with the Joneses. I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Keeping up with the Joneses. I want me to always used to always say that. Never trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody trying to keep up with the Joneses. But yeah, for sure. That's why I'm friends with Faith because people who can have fun without all that other stuff. If you can't do that, then you just shouldn't be friends. So
Yeah. Like
that's that.
karaoke's fun. We could do karaoke, guys. We don't gotta drink beer or smoke.
Exactly.
That'll
But
be
now
fun.
people say
Funny.
you gotta have drunk karaoke. Like
Yeah.
everything just
No. Like, I'm good. I'm good.
nobody know how to have fun. So
Yeah.
if you know how to have fun and you're watching this, you can feel free to message me.
Yeah. And like the introverted me, I kind of like boring fun. I just want to sit on the couch when it's like really cold and just watch movies. Let's just sit. Or watch
Exactly,
Criminal
little
Minds or
stuff like
something.
that. But
Yeah.
people think that that's boring. I don't know how, and it's
Yeah.
weird,
Uh huh.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
People
I
are
was telling
weird
my
to me.
Yeah, I was telling my sister, like, I'm not built for outside. Like, I'm built for in the house. Let's do stuff in the house. Like, yeah,
You
it's
can
not.
cook a meal. You can make desserts. Like you
Yeah.
can literally do everything, anything in the house. I feel for some people though sometimes because it's like in the house has not always been the best environment for everybody. Like in
Yeah.
the house is probably where like a lot of their troubles come from. So going
Yeah.
outside is like their escape. But I'm like, that's not my case. Nah, I mean I
Hmm.
feel for you, but that's not my case. So that's why I like to be in my house.
Yeah. Me and my mom were talking about that over quarantine and how like I'm so grateful I like my family and it's like a healthy
Hmm.
environment. And so like yeah, y'all get on my nerves sometimes, but like really I have it really good here. Whereas like kids are like to like an extreme, like kids are being abused at home and just gotta stay there. And I'm like,
Exactly, and gotta
yeah,
stay there
okay.
and have nowhere to go. That's yeah, that was the sad part, and I'm grateful for sure that I have a
Extremely
safe
grateful.
space at home.
Yeah.
Oh yes. So the next question is, what is a hard thing you've had to try to accept about yourself?
I think this kind of like might be my answer for my last thing where like I really struggled. I feel like what's the scripture like few are called or but like yeah, everybody's called but
Yeah,
few are
many
chosen.
are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the chosen and it's like part of me is like I'm grateful that like wow, like God, you like me like that, you want to choose me, but the other part is like this is oh, this is
It's
rough.
not for the weak.
No, it's not. And it's a lot. And it's like I know like in order to go to heaven, I know all you have to do is believe Jesus rose on the third day. He died for your sins,
Mm.
all of that. Like, but and like that's good, and I accept all of that. But he's called me to like do more for him instead of just like believing that, and he's just like,
And
sir,
doing
no,
more in an earth that seems and feels so disobedient to anything he has to say, that's hard. It's a hard place to be,
yeah,
especially when you're young too. That's like a
yes,
really hard place to, especially when you got people telling you like there's something about you, like you like, dang, I know, I
yeah.
know.
And like after a while, I get to know him and be like, shut up, leave me alone. Like,
I'm trying to
sir,
figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out.
exactly.
I already know.
And like I think right now, like I really wanted to go to a HBCU, go have fun, probably have too much fun, and like I was like, nope, I need you to stay in Vegas. And it's just
Mhm.
like I
Like
gotta
for
be one of those
real.
chosen and listen and like, sir. But like I want to go there and have fun, but I'm stuck at this school. And it's just like I mean they okay, but like it's
It's
not
not
right.
what you wanted.
Exactly. Yeah.
Girl, I even think about that now, like even with graduating early and stuff, like with my friends being back at school, I done had a whole like y'all had breakdowns like, God, why am I back here? Like I'm back in Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm in every place that I am for a reason. And to wrap my head around that and just like living the now, that's probably been one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
But girl, I applaud you because I knew after I left, I was like, let's go. We
Yeah.
gotta
And
go somewhere.
it was rough. We dropped my cousin and my sister off to Xavier and then
Mm-hmm.
having we stayed there for like a week and having to see everything and everybody and all the
Aww.
activities they had. I'm like, bro, like of course I'm happy for them. So
Mm-hmm.
proud of them that they were able like to go away to a different state, but at the same time it's like I should be at a place like this too. And I'm not because God doesn't want me there. It's like
Exactly.
yeah.
That's a part of the chosen, like to recognize the like where you at is where you're supposed to be at. Even if
Yeah.
everybody else life looks like it's better than yours and having more fun, like you're where you're supposed to be at.
Yeah. And I know, like, in the end, I know I'm gonna look back and be like, oh, girl, I can't believe you was complaining about that. But, like, in the now, it's just like, bro. On Sunday, one of the pastors, she preached and she said, like, talking about how, like, it's a journey walk. And, like, as you're on this walk, it's like a journey. And she was talked about it like it's a road trip and how you have a playlist. And, like, on the road trip, depending on, like, what mood you're in, you might have, like, could you, like, trying to worship, have some worship music on,
Mm-hmm.
you might have some trap music going, you might have some R&B, like any like what type of mood you're in. She was like, you need to make sure you have the right playlist going on and like the right words talking to you to make sure like you're able to finish your journey because you're like not going back. And so if you like really upset
Mm-hmm.
and you need to calm down so you don't turn around on this journey, you need to maybe play some worship music. If you need to get turned and hyped up, play some trap music so like you're
Yeah.
going. And like now I'm trying to like tell myself what am I listening to. Like I need to say like, hey, this is gonna be worth it, I'm being obedient, like this is great, and not like, bro, this is sucks, this is so ghetto, why am I still living at home, why am I not doing, you know,
Still
stuff like
good.
that. So ghetto, oh my gosh.
That's a good way to look at that. I've never thought about that. Like what's gonna
Yeah.
keep me going like on the journey.
Yeah.
Girl, that's good. Girl, Maverick City keep me going.
Yeah, it sure
Sad,
do.
happy, all of it. Mavericks
Yeah.
all the way. For sure. But that's a good way to look at that. I'm gonna have to write that down. I have to write that. Look who said it because I don't want to take nobody up.
Her name is Passenger December. I'll send you the message. But like,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, bet. So this question is, what is a misconstrued view of you that you can elaborate reason on? And it's like just
Um,
something somebody may not quite understand about you, but like you fully understand about yourself.
um, they're like, so I can only think of my brother. He always, you know how like there's some people who are different and not like everybody else, but like
Mhm.
they're different on purpose. Like they go out of their way to be like different from everybody so they can seem cool, or
Mhm.
whatever. And he was like, "Are you one of those people?" I was like, "No, I'm really just like myself. I'm just different. Like I just do me. Like I watch
Yeah.
documentaries for fun. I listen to country music. I don't know any other black person that listens to country music. And so
Country
like
music is a vibe. Girl, send
it
it to
goes
me.
hard. Yeah, I promise you, it's just like R&B. Like it's different. Like I feel like R&B is a little bit more soulful, but it's not that far apart. People
They
be tripping.
singing about the same stuff.
Exactly. It'd be the same lyrics, same everything. But yeah. Thinks I'm like trying to be different or like not the average 20-year-old like on purpose. But it's just this is just me. I'm old.
It's just you.
Yeah,
Like,
he be like,
have you got that from anybody else though? Like, did anybody else tell you that?
no, I don't think so. No,
Gotcha.
I
I
can't
do
think of
think it,
anything
it
though.
comes from siblings more for
Yeah.
sure. Like they're like, you're not gonna do nothing. Like you're like I can remember when I had first started smoking. Like they're like, you're not gonna smoke for real. Like not even just this one time. Like it's just like no, like I'm
Yeah.
good. And just the stuff I choose to do, like I'd rather stay inside than like go out on the weekend, even though I'm off work. Like I really just I like my space and my time. And I guess that's
Absolutely.
old if you're
Yeah.
young. So I definitely get what you're saying, but I think when you're set apart and you're chosen, like you have to have that time
Yeah.
because it's easy to get caught up in distractions. Like it's easy, easy. That's
So
how it
easy.
was when I was
I
at school.
yeah.
Very easy. It could just take
Yeah.
one text. What you doing tonight? Well, I'm on the way. It's just one thing, and so I feel like when I stay inside, it keep people from even asking me sometimes. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some
Definitely
stories
help.
about distractions, but like they're for your ears only, not not
Not
for
everybody
YouTube
here.
viewers.
Sorry, guys. You can't hear about that.
Not yet, not yet.
The last actual question before like the last sentence is if you had to introduce yourself to an audience, what would your biography or intro entail? And this can be like anything as far as who you've learned yourself to be over the years, who you used to be, yeah, and just anything or things that people just can't necessarily see, maybe externally, but that you value and see within yourself internally.
Um, I think I want to do this as if like me in the future, like me in the future,
You were
give me
doing
my
you in the
biography. Okay.
future.
Maybe I don't want to do that. I don't know. Let's see.
Well, God might tell you something on here.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do like me now because my biography, like in the beginning, kind of sucks. So I'm gonna like
Who
do
says
this
the
again.
beginning kind of stuff?
All right. My name is Faith Daniels. Hopefully, it'll be hyphenated by the end. By like say 10 years from now when I'm 30. Faith Daniels, and then whatever my other last name is by then. uh,
Future husband, if
hopefully.
you watching,
Oh
this your
yeah,
sign.
sir. I'm waiting. Come on. Hopefully, I would say I will be a mother by then and looking to adopt or adopt through foster care. I'll be working in the church in some type of ministry position. Who knows? Uh, I'll be
Gonna
a
be a
social
pastor.
worker. Yeah, probably a pastor, probably. But yeah, I was trying not to say that the other day. I don't want to
Look,
look
you
at
know,
this and be
Faith
like,
be trying to be behind the scenes. Faith's gonna be out there.
yeah, that's really it. Girl, don't
I'm gonna
be
be
on
seated
here telling on
front
me.
row. I'm gonna be seated front row. Like,
I would say I'm a social worker doing work in the community. helping like really bring effective change to my community in the Las Vegas area. I'm a world traveler, traveling all the time. Got
Yes.
That's my goal. To travel to a different country every year. So far since I graduated, I've done that. So hopefully I'll continue that.
Mm.
Except for 2020, that don't count. But like, yeah,
Yeah, 2020 was rough. Don't.
I don't think that was a year. That's not. Last year was 2019. That's what last year
Girl,
was.
I'm starting my travels next year because life done did me dirty.
Yeah, they all of us dirty. So I think that'll be it. I'll be doing community work, doing ministry work, being a family person. Yeah,
That's a
hopefully,
good one.
yeah.
That's because I don't even think I thought my future out like that. Uh,
I think my
that's all
future
you
is like a
can.
little too planned out. Like I didn't say all of it, but like I got a lot planned out.
She's like, I already have everything that I need to do.
Yeah, I just need everybody to fall in line. I need God. I know like God probably has His own plan, but like really, hopefully, He listens to my heart
Yeah,
and goes on the
he's
plan.
like,
Yeah.
right. He said, delight yourself in the Lord and he'll give you a desire. So it's like, I'm delighting. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right.
Right.
No, but that's good. I need to start thinking about my future. So maybe he'll let some things start falling in place if I actually think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just start thinking about it. So the last one is a sentence, a
Okay.
piece of advice to anybody watching. Um, and the sentence is to the one learning to embrace them, dot, dot, dot. And you finish the sentence.
Okay. To the one learning to embrace them, let God embrace you. I feel like that's probably the best thing I
Mm.
could have done for myself, especially after so I
Wow.
graduated high school in 2019. That's only 2 years ago. I don't know why it feels like such a long
No,
time.
I feel like a long time. Because I
Yeah,
tell people that, I'll be like,
it feels so long ago. Like that was 10 years ago. But and so I started college and I was being obedient, staying in Vegas. But like me and God was like doing this tug of war. Like he was like, "Come on, I need you to do this." I'm like, "No, I don't want to. I don't. I'm no." And then like was pulling back and forth, pulling back and forth. But I still like had my toe in, and like I was still kind of in, but like not fully. And I really just let Him keep me. Like I think you know the saying, "God will keep you when you don't want to be kept." I feel
mm-hmm.
like He did that, and like it paid off. Sometimes it's annoying, and it's just like, "Sir, leave me alone." Like, like no,
I said I
but
don't want
like
to be bothered. I already listened to you. I stay here and you're
exactly.
still bothering me.
Exactly. But like in the end, it's totally worth it. It's worth it. Even like during like the ups and downs and like isolation periods and like growth periods and like growing pain, just letting him like embrace me, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Girl, that is good. Let God embrace you.
Yeah.
Who knew that I would need that right now? I
If I'm
just
being
plain
honest,
like,
I'm speaking to myself. Like I need him to like embrace me right now because ooh boy. Ooh
cause
child.
I be feeling like I be running. You probably be like, this girl, she a runner, she a track star. I be gone. But yeah, I'm trying to get back to. I don't know where I done went. I don't know where I went, but I don't went somewhere other than where he want me. So
Right.
I'm definitely coming back. I'm definitely coming back. But yes, that is that. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, this is so exciting. I was
Yes.
so excited when you said you would do it because that's like I'm not gonna say that's my biggest fear, but it's
Uh-huh.
like when God be putting people in my heart, I'd be like, okay, what if they say no? Like, who's gonna be next? Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But the fact you say yes, I do appreciate that, and I'm gonna go back and watch it. I'll be watching all the episodes over again, like I wasn't sitting here listening. And I always get something else out of it. So yes, I definitely plan to having you back sometime soon.
All
Who
right.
knows for what? Because I don't even know for what. But
Right.
I plan to have you back soon. Hey guys, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the Perception of You series. First of all, series, and honestly, it went well if you ask me, extremely well. And for those of you guys who tuned in, I hope you guys got something out of one of the videos that can lead you on the path of freedom. The truth shall set you free. You know, Mark 4:22, our scripture for Raw Roundtable. We're not hiding things anymore. We're bringing them out into the open, and that is what Raw is all about. And we don't want to lose sight of that. So even if this series was not for you, stay tuned for the next one. Don't want to give away too much, so hold on, sit tight, and just know that Raw will be back very soon. Thank you again.